Hi, so I did it. I submitted my thesis tonight, just a couple of minutes before 10 p.m, New Year's Eve. So I look a state. I have barely left the house all week, but I just wanted to do a kind of immediate response to how I'm feeling now that I've submitted. I thought that I was going to feel good, I was going to feel relieved, and I do. I'm glad that it's like done, in the sense that, there's nothing more I can do. But as I was going proofreading it, I was starting to notice things like I just feel like I've repeated myself quite a bit. And now I'm like questioning if it was, if it had to be repeated, because I have findings chapters, I have a discussion chapter, and then I have my conclusion. So, maybe it's just because I've been going over it all so much, jumping back and forward, that I've maybe thinking that I've repeated myself too much, but really I haven't, or maybe I just have repeated myself too much. So it's a bit of a trouble is bothering me, but I think what I need to do is not go near it for a couple of days, and then maybe read through it with a clearer head and see if it does make sense. But failing that, I suppose, I'm just kind of processing this as I'm talking. Failing that, I suppose what I could do is go through each chapter and leave notes for myself that will help when it comes to the Viva. Because if I can notice that I've done this, then at least I have noticed it, and I can be prepared to answer to that in the Viva. So I am excited. I did submit. It is a nice feeling knowing that it's another milestone. My anxiety was always going to be the Viva, so that will kick in soon. But I've got a weekend away booked next Friday. So I think what I'll do is from now to then, just relax a bit, get some bits done around the house, and then after my little break away, focus on my health, and then start looking at the thesis again. I think I've done the best that I could do in the time leading up to it. Obviously, I have been ill, and I have not, it's not the thesis that I would have submitted if I hadn't gotten ill. There's been too many breaks in between and just not feeling great. Even last night I felt so ill. I sat working on it till like after midnight, and my muscles hurt because of the myositis. I've been in lots of pain. My eyes are killing me, headaches, and I went to bed absolutely shivering, not feeling great at all. Just with the strain of sitting at a desk for so long. But I had been waiting for my feedback from one of my supervisors, and it didn't arrive before Christmas. So it arrived on Wednesday, and it's now Saturday. So I had gone through her feedback and have been making changes since then. But I'm glad that it did come, because her feedback is always great, and it does push me to write better. So I'm glad it arrived. It would have been nice if it would arrive before Christmas, because then I would have did all the work and maybe noticed and double checked this feeling that I've been repeating myself. But it's presented well. I've checked it, I've proofed it as much as possible, and I have made changes. I've added in references. I've checked every single reference, so there should be 0 references missing. It turns out I had about 30, 40 missing. So over the past few days, I have made sure that I have found those, or if I haven't been able to find them, I have found alternatives that research that is looking at the same stuff and more updated. So that's been a bit of a bonus. So there's nothing really more I could do in that sense. And I really need to shake this feeling that it's all pants just because of this repetition thing. But I'm sure I will, even though I'm sitting here thinking, I really want to go and read it all again. But that's just craziness. So I am just going to enjoy the fact that it is in. I don't think, this is me worrying about the Viva already, I don't think that it's going to be a case of failing. You know, the majority of it is well written. But I think there's definitely going to be some major corrections. There's going to definitely be corrections. Which before becoming ill, you know, I would have been aiming for it to be as perfect as possible, for ideally minor corrections, because I would have been then looking to, you know, interview for positions as lecturers and stuff. But that isn't the case anymore. My first main goal is just to get the PhD. So if it's going to be some corrections, that's fine. I would be gutted if it was a revise and resubmit, but I don't think it will be. So if it's corrections, that's great. It means I get to work on it and make it better with a clearer head. So we shall see. But a happy new year, everyone. I will be doing a weight and health update video soon in the new year because I must focus on my health and my weight, and it's all interlinked because I'm not doing so great at the minute, weight-wise or health-wise. But I had to continue taking my steroids to be able to finish the thesis, because if I had reduced them again, I wouldn't have been able to sit at the desk. So that's what I've got to look forward to in the next couple of days, is just being weak from reducing steroids. But anyway, there's me going on to health already. So submitted the PhD, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Happy New Year. Hope you get to spend your spoons on something fun.